NSFW. How would society be different if everyone was naked? Sunscreen industry would be bigger than Amazon. Fashionable pubic haircuts would be more common. Some would develop a morbid fear of hot soup. No more laundry. I don't know what I would do with all of the free time. I'd certainly reconsider letting my kids sit on Santa's lap at Christmas time. We would probably eradicate mosquitoes. I'd spend less time imagining what everyone looks like naked. The majority of the people would live in the tropical, subtropical zone. I work in construction. My job would become considerably more dangerous. Considering most of you motherfuckers have a hard time washing your hands, I'd probably start carrying around my own personal chair. God only knows what goes on back there. Boners wouldn't be a secret anymore. Well, people would get very into tattoos. Everyone would be able to give speeches confidently. Having been a patron of a clothing optional club, it's interesting for a few minutes. Then you go back to what you were doing. Sex ed would have to be taught a lot earlier. Well, menstruation would be hell. High school would be messy. Probs be a lot more body conscious or body positive. It would be a lot harder to conceal carry. We'd be colder, more sunburned, and more chafed. Hype beasts would shave their body hair into Supreme logos. Clothed fetish. Clothes stores would go out of business. You'd have to explain the bruises and bite marks from a cheeky BDSM session to people around you. Brides and grooms wouldn't spend so much time and money deciding what they and the wedding party should wear. Frying pan handles would be longer. Fights over thermostat settings would get deadly. B-days would be much more popular. People who could tolerate frying bacon would be terrestrial deities. We'd be far less hypersexualized when seeing a butt, a pair of boobs, a penis or a vagina. I would constantly pray that no mosquito will bite my ballsack. Well, I definitely wouldn't be able to find my keys. After about half a day we'd all remember why our ancestors invented clothes. The porn industry wouldn't be near as profitable. People wouldn't sexualize female breasts nearly as much. A large part of what makes them sexual is the fact that we cover them and treat them as sexual. School presentations would suck even more. I think more people would be in shape. People with micro-penises would live in seclusion on an island. Bus stop benches would actually be regularly cleaned. A lot more people would shave their assholes. Does the carpet match the drapes? Wouldn't be a thing. Health would improve. People would be more aware of stuff going on about their bodies. Because they would see more examples and friends would point out when there is something wrong with skin, etc. We wouldn't go out as much in the winter. There would be a lot less habitable zones for humans to live in. Maybe his naked body wouldn't automatically be sexual. Sex would depend on intimacy. Rush hour subway would be very sticky. People will discriminate on breast, ass, dick size. People would stop sharing pictures of their kids. Everyone would get crabs or nasty stuff from sitting on the same chairs and benches thinking face can't. Imagine the cleanliness in the subway. Thorny plants would be less common. Society would be just as it was 20,000 years ago, but with more body hair. Fighting would get a lot weirder. Meat spins would replace handshakes due to COVID. Actual nudist here. I find that people at nudist resorts are far kinder and open-minded than most people. I believe that the shared vulnerability adds to that. Public shower eras would be as common as public restrooms. Everyone would have a purse or fanny pack, because no pockets. Rugby players would probably have to wear special dick covering when playing to protect their pecker. It would be very obvious if a guy had a crush on someone, was attracted to them. Less child labor sweatshops, possibly. People might realize how messed up involuntary circumcision is. The hurdles competition would be a lot more interesting. We would probably be nicer to each other. Having been to naked resorts, it is surprisingly hard to be mean to someone when you are both vulnerable and naked with all your flaws and scars out there. Porn would be a huge letdown. Women's outfits couldn't be blamed for their sexual assaults anymore. No one lives in Canada, Alaska and similar climates. Everyone looks like leather in Australia. Dermatology would be a very in-demand medical field. In turn, every dermatologist would make a fuck ton of money from pale people like me. Advice for public speaking would be, imagine the audience fully clothed. We'd have blisters on our feet after walking on concrete during a scorching hot day. No strippers. Less sexual harassment. I probably wouldn't pan-fry food as often. I think people would work a lot harder at staying in shape. No more hugging between friends. I'd be a virgin, that's for sure. Skid marks all over the place. Life would be hard. Way more skinny people. Failing to wipe down your exercise bike or weight bench at the gym would be way more taboo. LMAO. Instagram models, and Snapchat Premium, famous girls would be out of their jobs. Lol. You guys aren't. My whole life was a lie. I'm a welder, so it would be incredibly hard to weld if I had to be buck naked all the time. I'd have no way to focus my public speaking nerves. Bidets and mirrors behind the toilet would be mandatory, so you can check you've not left streaks on your cheeks. I would be very scared in the kitchen. Sunscreen companies would ear a lot. Asterisk 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 more people would be more confident in themselves in some ways. Also the sword fights that will randomly happen when the teacher isn't in the classroom asterisk asterisk asterisk. Imagine school hours haha. Streaking wouldn't be a thing. I'd start an anti-camming type thing where people pay money to see women put on clothes. Just like the animals in the cartoons. We would walk naked everywhere. But to go to the beach, we'll be wearing swimming clothes. Impy sure I've read some doujinshi like that. People would ask NSFW questions like, how would society be different if everyone was clothed? Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.